Good morning, friends. Welcome to today's class. Let's start the class with the thought: do good for others, everything will come back to you. Today we will be discussing the endocrine system, a brief of the endocrine glands, their location, their secretion and functions. Here it goes. As you have seen in the previous classes, the control and coordination, we have discussed with the structure of brain and its function, and the major glands we have discussed the first three glands: pineal gland, hypothalamus and pituitary. They are actually located in the midbrain. We have already discussed this topic, and today we will be discussing the other endocrine systems of the 10 major endocrine glands in human beings with their location, secretion, function and the major disease caused. You will be getting questions based on this, so we will be discussing it in detail. Okay, you can see the diagram. The first three glands, they are pineal gland, hypothalamus and pituitary glands. They are located in the brain itself. They are located in the midbrain. They are having the secretions technically known as, first one, pineal secretes melatonin, which helps the day and night awareness of the individual. Similarly, the hypothalamus, located just below thalamus, the brainstem, will be having two secretions. They have the releasing hormones and inhibitory hormones, RH and IH, which will be controlling all the other glands. That's why even pituitary gland, which is also known as master glands, is controlled by the hypothalamus. That's why sometimes it is called master of the master glands. Coming to the third one, pituitary gland, as we have discussed, it is below the hypothalamus and it is mainly secretes growth hormone. The growth hormone is responsible for the growth and development of the individual. If it is secreted more, a condition known as gigantism, where the individual will be abnormally growth, and in the case of the less secretion, or we call it as the dwarfism, where the individual will have the stunted growth. Coming to the fourth gland, which is located in the neck region, having a butterfly wing-like structures known as the thyroid gland. You might have observed the thyroid swelling on your throat, and sometimes you have gargled the salt water to recover from the pain. So it secretes thyroxine, which is located around the larynx, the voice box, and the thyroxine will be helping in metabolism. For the production of thyroxine, iodine is required. If iodine is not secreted properly, a condition known as goiter, which is the abnormal swelling of the thyroid gland due to lack of iodine. So this is the brief of thyroid gland. Coming to the fourth one, the parathyroid glands, which will be located around the 4 lobes inside the thyroid gland. You can see the location also around the thyroid gland in 4 lobes. They will secrete a hormone generally known as parathormone, which will regulate blood calcium level. Okay, the another important gland is the sixth one, is the thymus gland, which is located just below the sternum or breastbone, which will be very active in children, and it is located below the sternum, secretes a group of enzymes known as thymosins, which are also required for growth and development and also providing immunity. They are prominent in children. Okay. Coming to the seventh one, which is having an important role of digestion as well as endocrine secretion. It is the pancreas. It is seen below the stomach. Which secretes 2 hormones known as insulin and glucagon, which will be controlling the blood sugar level in the normal range, that is 115 gram per deciliter of blood, which will be controlling the blood sugar level, insulin and glucagon. Together they will be constituting. Coming to the 8th gland, that is adrenal gland, which is located just above the kidneys in the thoracic region. It secretes the hormone called adrenaline. You might have heard about adrenaline rush, which activates the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. and that is why the hormone is known as fight and flight hormone. Okay, so the important action of adrenal gland is known as adrenaline rush. When adrenaline is secreted, it will also help us to overcome the emergency situation like running away while seeing a snake. Okay, next important two glands are making the difference between men and women. They are of course the ovaries in females. They are also having two functions, that is endocrine as well as reproductive functions, that you will study in the reproduction chapter, the dual function. Okay, one is secretion of endocrine secretion of female hormones. They are of course located in the pelvic region, in the pelvic cavity they are located, and they will be secreting estrogen and progesterone, which will be concerned about the secondary sexual characteristics in females, which have studied in some standard under adolescence chapter. Similarly, the last one, that is the 10th one, is called the testis, which is seen in males, which is seen outside the body, and they are placed in the scrotal sac, a muscular membranous sac, and they will be producing the male hormone called androgen or testosterone, which will be helping in developing the secondary sexual characteristics of males and discriminate the male from female. Okay, so these are the 10 glands concerned with endocrine system. So hope this will help you to understand the concept in a better way. All the glands are not there in the syllabus, but this is a brief in which the third one, pituitary gland, and the thyroid gland, you will be getting the questions based on gigantism, dwarfism and goiter, these three diseases. Okay, and which hormone is known as fight and flight hormone? It is the adrenaline. These three are the main important, but this is the overall endocrine system in human body. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.